Hi, assholes. And here we are. She-Hulk number 4. Was this better than number 3? Surely it must have been. There must have been more information this time, right? Right? No, fucking wasn't. Nothing was pushed forward at all. At all. The two things, maybe. Thank God the art is good and She-Hulk looks fucking sexy, because if this had ugly ass She-Hulk from before, this thing would have been canceled after the second book. Because holy shit, and we're still doing the stoopsy, whoopsie, dumsy, onesie, funsies writing. My goodness, can we get off that? This is not dialogue in real life. And I understand real life dialogue is long. But imagine, when you're a writer for a comic book, imagine that every word counted. Every word meant something. Fuck, there's so many words in here that mean nothing. And I'm really bad with brevity. Don't get me wrong. Holy shit. Sometimes my explanations can take forever. Just ask my girlfriend. Or my similes or whatever. But shit, it's a comic book, man. You're not going to win no Pulitzer with this shit. The dialogue it's flat. It doesn't do anything. So let's jump in. Fuck. Stupid outfit. All right. Oh, some action. Yeah. Yeah, we got She-Hulk up against, and they do this stupid funsy onesie shit. Again. Got her powers from Doctor Doom, who pretty much immediately forgot about her. Does that sound like Doctor Doom, really? So here we got Titan Tittums putting the boots to She-Hulk. Remember, they're like sparring. And who's this one? Again, another doomed up lady. Her boobs are big. Awkward positioning. Oh, man. You know, like I brought back up because you brought back up. I think you brought back up. And look at this. Oh, yeah. This was great. Boom. And she's like, you don't want to get into a fight with me because I'm tough. She's like, no, I just don't want to get burnt. And okay, a nice miss, a nice kick and a drop to the drop down. And who do we got here? What in the... I got your back, Ginny. We all know who this is. And what do they do? After some explaining this, wouldn't it have been really awesome if the Thing comes in, hops over a fence, punches Titan Tittums across the fucking area, right into like a lamppost. Lamppost falls over. He grabs a lamppost, uses it as a baseball bat, whatow, smacks that bitch right across like some terrain. Maybe she hits a building. That would have been fucking great. No, they skip it because action in a comic book. Who needs that shit, right? So he's like, remember, we have a thing. I'm the Thing and we have a thing. Get rid of Titan Tittums and her best friend, Bigger Tittums. And let's do our thing. So she's like, look, you're going to have to pay. We'll go to court and you just pay it off. I'd rather not. Well, you have unpaid parking tickets. That's the shit that happens. She goes back to work and look at all this shit. You got strong, bad, crazy looking character. And all these superhero guys. Her boss said she didn't want this shit to happen. She puts them all in her closet to explain to her that exactly that. And thank God that Spider-Woman is wearing her outfit again. Her recent run was great in terms of action. I only have the first one, but I've seen stuff from the rest of the series. The one down thing was her stupid suit. And on every cover, she's wearing this outfit. But inside, she's wearing that lame Miles Morales outfit. Now look, the artist here does a great job. Putting as much as they could into a small area. and maintaining super sexy She-Hulk, because at the very least, they're giving us that. So after talking to everybody and getting them to get the hell out of here, oh, I'll help you. Just get out. Reed, Ex Machina, shows up and she's like, hey, man, by the way, I was coming over to get a reading on my gamma shit. He's like, oh, I just happen to carry that exact device. No, it looks like your readings are fine. She's like, oh, good. And gives it to her. Then we got this dude on a bench. Formerly lost in space, currently lost in Jen's, just lost. Jen's house guest. I'm assuming this is supposed to be funny. She shows up. She shows up this time at least, not as She-Hulk, which I find refreshing. As much as I like She-Hulk, I find that when she goes around as herself, I like. What is she wearing? Fucking stupid outfit. That's what she's wearing. I remember when I went downtown Montreal to pick up these books, and I was like, all right, going with my son across the street, and like everybody was wearing this outfit, you know, cowboy kerchief, long ass skirt down to relatively her ankles. Yep, yeah, this is a definite look for someone who. Dialogue. So basically, they come up with trying to retrace his steps, do whatever he can to get his memory jogging again. He wrote stuff down on a legal pad. Things he noticed, he remembers. What do I need to know? Who do I trust to ask for help? And he wrote Jennifer and reference librarian. Oh. Good. Then, it goes back and forth. At the very least, this dialogue is giving you an idea of where he stands or where he thinks he stands with the Avengers. So if you're not sure who this guy is, you're getting an idea of like his relationship or past relationship as far as he's concerned. But we already got that crash course in the first 2 books, so this is redundant. And yes, that's used right or correctly. Redundant. It's like mentioning the same thing more than once. When I was doing programming, one of my exams was remove redundancies, which I aced in Java. So again, it's still more dialogue between the two. Some girls are going to say this is like some kind of sexual tension. I don't see it. I don't see how he's trying to like get in her pant or long skirt. And I don't see how she's putting down anything to convince him that this could be a thing other than... So anyways, she takes a legal pad. Hey, what's this? And he's like, oh, a poem. This dude's out of comas and he's writing poems. What the fuck? What is this shit? And she's like, ooh, what's this? And she's reading it. And they're the basic keep away. And I don't know if this is a memory. I mean, it must be a memory because you see her going, ah. And he's like, Jennifer. Right? What happened? I don't know. Oh, I guess I should click that. And then the next page is awkward. Now, again, I can't show you everything in the book because I guess that's bad. When she gives it back, it's awkward. Like they farted in the middle of sex or something. And he's like, look, he's like, you did poems about everything I've experienced since I woke up. And then he mentioned some kind of weird thing. Where is it? Oh, yeah, look, she got the radioactive thing. Yeah. Dr. Reed. Mr. Fantastic, Ex Machina. Here we go. Scan. Everything's good. Her gamma is good too. Keep it. Oh, cool. It's like a Game Boy. I wonder if I could play Kirby's Dream Land. One of my favorite games. So then he mentioned something like, where was it? It was a weird. No, I didn't mention it yet. He will. Some kind of weird thing, and she's like, yeah, here. Do you hear the clank of the musket in the midst of you? Oh, that wasn't a hallucination. So, I'll skip 2 things. Now they got bubble tea. They got bubble tea, ladies and gentlemen. Yeah. Bubble tea. Bubble tea. And here we go. Jack of Hearts, I found you. Huh? Herg. Now, she looks dang. Look at her tits being pushed in because the shirt is too tight. I love it. I love this detail. And look at the bubble tea. It's on the ground. To be continued. Oh, my goodness. Listen. What did we learn? He retraced his steps and got what? He found someone that is interested or knows who he is. Okay, good. We'll find out next issue. You want to guess who it is? I mean, I could look at previews and figure it out. Iron Man. I don't know. I really couldn't tell you who it could be. I couldn't hazard a guess. I don't know. All I know, it's definitely not the pizza guy. It's definitely not the bubble tea person. It's definitely not the person who brought the popcorn. You skip the action with the Thing and Titum Titums, but we got to listen to this dialogue. Here's what you should have done. You do a thing that because it's taking too long to get to the point. You could have erased book 2 and 3. I could have erased, these last 3 books, 2, 3, and 4, and I could have put them all in one book. I mean, I'm not really getting anything from the artist that's really eye-bulging or super awesome. You had an action sequence at the beginning that was lackluster. Yeah, that's great. The artist does good. She's standing over her. Well, her boobs look a little strange, but whatever. And Patow off. And Weirdo here. And you got some fights. And a nice sock right in the face. And you got a oomph right there. And some misses, some dodging. It's good stuff. And that's it. Now it's, holy Jesus. Even Michael Bendis would be like, it's a lot of fucking dialogue, man. You know, I like how she looks. She looks great. The Thing looks great. I usually hate how he's drawn, but I like how he is in here. This and Contagion. I liked how he looked in Contagion. I thought that was a great story, too. That was one of my first mini-series back into comics was the Contagion. It came around Halloween of 2019. This is cool. You know, like, I don't know how the Thing's junk is, but it looks like he might have found someone that could, help him out with that. But, like, that's it. The rest is just dialogue. You could have done this. The dialogue in between everything that happened could have been done a few words, a few panels, 2-3 pages max, and then the next step. Where are they going? Where are we going? It's too fucking slow. It's going no fucking where. All the food. This was great, but for what? You guys just can't show up like this. My boss doesn't want extra human clients. What about inhuman clients? Has she seen you? You're working for a bigot, says Minnie Nova. Didn't Mallory Book make her name for herself representing every costume bad guy in America? Ha! Ha! Apparently she's had a change of heart. Look, I can still take your cases. I just need you to be discreet. We could be discreet, says Moon Knight. Can you? And then she points to the obvious that they're all here. So everybody here is stupid? I think this was just a way to get Reed to be there. Mr. Richards. Dr. Richards. I went to medical school. You know? And like, some of these dudes have got some, like, there's some dumb names here, right? What we got? We got Volcana and Titania. There's a tit in there. I'm happy about it. Then we got The Thing. Oh my God, The Thing. What a great name. Yeah, it must have been one of those guys on DC who came up with that one. You know what they're freaking crazy ass names. We got their Aqualad. You also got that clown. What's his name? Captain Cold. You know, it's just a guy with a gun that freezes shit. Captain Cold. How did he become a captain? What makes him the captain of cold? And why is Mr. Freeze Mr. Freeze? Why isn't he Dr. Freeze? Shouldn't he be Dr. Freeze? Does that make more sense? Doesn't he have like an educational background? I didn't go to medical school to be called Mr. Freeze. You know, you're just hearing Schwarzenegger's voice talk like Mr. Freeze for a bit there. I'm Dr. Freeze. And everyone's like, doctor of what? And I can go on with his stupid ass names. And Captain Cold. Anyways, here we got Titan Tinnums, Soccer Mom, and She-Hulk, and then The Thing. The Thing. Mr. Fantastic. You guys should go check out Norm Macdonald's thing about the secret origin of the Fantastic Four. It's fucking hilarious. He goes on and be like, all right, I've decided the name of this team, right, will be the Fantastic Four, right? So you, Johnny Storm, are a human, yet a torch. The Human Torch will be your name. And Sue Storm, you are a woman who can make yourself invisible. The Invisible Woman is your name. And Benjamin Grimm, you're a rock-like thing of a man. You'll be the Thing. And I, Reed Richards, who can stretch my arms like a rubber band, would be called Mr. Fantastic. Okay, anyways, Dr. Doom plans to steal and then everyone else is objecting to his name. Like, wait a minute. You can't be called. You know. Anyways, you should go check it out. Norm Macdonald had a CD he released, a long-ass time ago called Ridiculous. Go listen to it. There's all sorts of shit that will make you laugh. I bought it as soon as I knew it existed because Norm Macdonald's one of my favorite comedians. But now back to this. So much dialogue could have been shrunk down. This, at least, was something different than the Jack of Hearts things. This was not necessary at all. Like, why? Well, maybe it'll come up again later. I hope it does. Because it just becomes an ex machina to get Reed Richards there. And this, oh my God, on and on and on and on and fuck, shut the hell up. Bubble tea, this is good. What am I drinking? Bubble tea, oh my goodness. And all of a sudden, Jack. I don't know who the fuck talks like that. It's not Jacob Tutu. Jacob 33. I gotta find out next time I go. Now, am I biting my nails to find out what happens next? No, not even close. This is nowhere near the same shit I would have if I was reading manga. Where I'm like, damn, now I gotta find out what happens next time. Shit. And for Tokyo Ghoul, some of the books are hard to get now. They used to not be a big deal because, they printed it. It's not like a comic book. I mean, it is and it isn't. There's not a limited supply. At least you didn't think there was. Now, apparently, it's impossible to get some old issues of GTO. I really like Great Teacher Onizuka. Anyways, all that to say, this guy looks like a fool in his stupid shirt. And she looks great. Thank you so much. It's a different artist this month. Luca. Oh, maybe it is Luca Maresca. No, wasn't there another dude? Wasn't it a strange? Yeah, it was a Roger Raji Antonio last time. This time, anyways. Look, this story's going nowhere fast. The payoff hasn't even hit. 4 issues of fucking nothing at $4 Canadian. I'm sorry. Even though the art is fantastic, it's the ever-busting question. What's more important, the art or the story? If the art is good, can you overlook a shitty story? Or if the story is amazing, can the shitty art be overlooked? Well, a good example of the inverse would be Web of Venom, Cult of Carnage. Great story. Fantastic writing. It was like an X-Files episode. It was so good. The art was atrocious. Atrocious. Holy balls. Some people just don't think, right? Can you imagine if it was done by a better artist? Someone who's a little bit better with the occult, with horror genre. Horror is hard to put in comic books and come out looking good. I mean, you could be put off by it, but scared? Barely. You have to... Not in the like, who dies? Who dies in these stories? Fucking no one. I just finished Onslaught, and the Avengers and Fantastic Four are presumed dead. We know they're fucking not dead. Like, Avengers is still on the stand. Fantastic Four is still there. It's just that, they're just gone for a while. Marvel's trying to see if they can eradicate some old shit so they can put some new shit. Anyways, anything more I can say about this? If it were me and I was in charge of the story, I don't know where she's going, but I would have more flashes of Jack's flashbacks. And not Bret Hart, Jack Hart. The unknown Hart from the Hart family. Even more unknown than Bruce. Oh, what was the other one? I think Bruce was at least a fireman. The other one was a teacher, or was Bruce the teacher? Anyway, enough about the wrestling. I would have had more flashbacks with Jack of Hearts, a little bit more of an understanding of what's going on. Not necessarily giving all the information, but giving us something. This dialogue and food. Like, I don't get it. Are you trying to show that you can draw some shit? I'm sorry, have you seen food in anime? Or in manga? Infinitely better, so don't even pride yourself on that shit. Between the two of you guys, if you're up for some kind of drawing contest for the Food Network, whoever's drawing the shit in Naruto or in Dragon Ball, so Akira Toriyama and whoever does it for Naruto, has you beat. So, and the dialogue isn't fresh, it isn't refreshing, it isn't hilarious, it isn't anything. It's long, drab, one-dimensional, and it shows that you're incapable of writing a voice from a different perspective. Now, I know you guys don't have a lot of money, and you don't have a lot of time, and it really sucks that that's the case. I'm pretty sure if a lot of you would just have like your own indie promotion going, you can just take your time to really put in a good script and get a flow, a pace going, you could probably do significantly better. But this is the job you're in, and I'm a customer, and I'm telling you this is horseshit. You need to fix it. You're going to have to listen to me eventually, because you're going to be canceled. This will be another smudge on the She-Hulk, I don't know, grand story that no one's going to care about because they still have Peter David, John Byrne, whoever wrote it in between John Byrne, who didn't do too bad a job. And I can't remember who wrote it originally. I have the omnibus upstairs. So, really you're not distinguishing yourself from any other female writer. You're doing the same fucking things. Foodsie woodsies and eat this and drink that, and oh, look how cool I am because I know about bubble tea and I know sushi and I know the best pizza in New York. My God, no one fucking cares. Can you write a goddamn story? Shit. Thank you, artists, for really drawing her sexy and making Jennifer look stupid. Thank you so much for that sarcasm. But no, I don't know if I'm going to get it with the next one. I mean, yeah, I got it. I'll wait till issue 6 to see if it has a fucking conclusion. But I mean, to be brutally honest there, this is working worse than Arrow. And I'm going to get to that in the near future. All right, I'm sorry, bitches, but peace off this crap.